Hello. Oh. I meant to go here. Okay. So, we are up and getting to, I can hurry up. There we go. We are going to the next park. This one has a good location also because look, it may not look like an amusement park. It's a village. Oh, look, there's a roller coaster right there and right there. Yeah, so we're gonna get into this park here, and it's next to the ocean. Yeah. So let's get on through here. That one is a beach coaster right there. Okay, so we walk under this coaster. This wooden. Let me just say that this wooden coaster looks massive. This wooden coaster, I think, is the tallest one I have, and it has. But I don't. I think the one from the other park just before has the longest layout. I think this one is shorter than that one because it starts at a hill. The drop is way bigger. It's definitely bigger than the height on this. So I have these coasters. It doesn't. This park does not have a hyper coaster. So the other two, the one I just showed and the third one has a hyper coaster too. But let's go up here. We have two coasters to get up. Well, we're gonna take a tour around the park first. So we're going around this way from the front. You can go this way and it'll lead the same way to the same way. Here, and wait, what was the name of this park? I didn't read the sign. It's called Villa Berry Farm. Whatever that means. I should have named it something to do with the ocean. Ocean Park. I don't know. Abduction. This coaster is called Abduction, and it's like a weird where it goes up and then it goes out here, and it has a vertical drop and then into there. And it also has a second lift hill going out of it. And and then there's the wooden coaster here, Kennesai Twister. I have no idea what Kennesai means. I literally made that up. Okay. Then we have Abyss the ride. And it's not Abyss like with an A, it's Abyss like with an O. Abyss. We have the kiddie coaster. Because every park has to have a kiddie coaster, right? And right here, we have technically two launch coasters. This one is the thrill launch coaster. Called it Accelerator X. And not accelerator, but accelerator like the actual word, but with an X. And at the end of the title. So there's exit. I don't know why there's not a thing there. But then we have Manta. Yeah, Manta. Because it's right next to the ocean. So then we have this cool walk through the trees and stuff. And then back to the front. So we are going to start with... We're probably going to start with this one and then work our way to that one because that one probably has my favorite layout of these coasters. So let's get into here. It feels like a prison. Let's get in the queue. Manta. This one's Manta. This is our first ride we're going to try out. There's the first launch. I think this is the highest point of the ride. Because the second launch is inside here, so that's the highest point. I'm not sure if this one goes up. So that one is probably a slower launch too. So the fastest part of the ride is that first launch probably. But that first one might be a faster acceleration because it's not on a launch track and it's going uphill. So that's Manta. I like how it goes into this like ditch here. So the next coaster on our list here is Accelerator X. Here we go, launch. There's seriously sheep in the way. That was a fail. He went right through me. Go. Yeah, that was an epic fail. Sheep was blocking the way. That was a big freaking waste of time. That actually makes me really mad. I wish there was an option, instead of just putting it into peaceful mode, I wish there was an option to get rid of all, well, that means I wouldn't be able to put the villager in here, but I wish I could get rid of animals sometimes. So there, that would be a top hat, but I can't really go vertical, like up, so it's just going to be an airtime hill. Helix, there's just a bunch of bank turns and hills. Probably get some good airtime right there on that hill and whatever pretty fast. And then you just literally got bank turns and helixes and stuff. I just keep going down. I have wet. I mean, this is dry hands, not wet hands. I mean, I'm talking about the music that's on. They have different names, I think. There's the kiddie coaster. Why bother with that? This park does have less coasters than the first park. I think this park has the least amount of coasters out of any of these parks. So this one should get on quicker. So here we go. We are on Abyss the Ride. Not Abyss with an A, but Abyss with an O. Here we go. Dive loop. This would be like probably like a floorless or a sit down. I wish it was an invert. I can't have one where I can't do under the track, but pretend this is an inverted coaster. I'd like to pretend it is. Because only inverted coasters like the Batman clones have the ride in it, Batman the Ride. So obviously it's going to be an inverted coaster. I don't know. Inverted coaster is where you're under the track, for those who don't know what an inverted coaster is. Now let's check out our wooden coaster, and then the highlight attraction to me, that one is definitely my favorite here. The wooden coaster goes around like near the village and stuff, so that's cool. This is probably the first thing you see if you approach this park, if you're on the ocean or something. Because if you're approaching it from the land, maybe not. The first thing you'd probably see is probably the launch coaster over there. Or maybe that. But if you're coming from the village, the first thing you see is the wooden coaster here. Here we go. My favorite one in the park. Probably one of my favorites I've done. I just really like the way this is. Look, the vertical drop. Because you dislocate, you exit that track and then you get onto the other track. But I put the ladders there so it looks like there's track there, but I love that drop. Oh no. Are you freaking kidding me? This usually doesn't happen. Usually he gets there just fine, but of course when I'm testing the ride, he gets on the he gets stuck somewhere. Like how? Of course. It's really weird. Get stuck on those little random hills over there when there should be nothing wrong with it. That's an element right there. The drop is bigger than the height, so the tallest point point on the ride is that lift hill. That's just to get it back up to the station. Yeah, you have a Amusement, a dive loop, a 0G roll, airtime hill, and just stuff. And right here, there's supposed to be a 0G roll right here, and then a bank turn into the brakes, but I can't couldn't really do something like that right there with the space I had right there. But I'd like to pretend that there's some sort of zero G roll or something right around here after this second lift hill, because it'd be nice to have a cool finale to the ride. But that's gonna do it for, since I was shorter than the other one, that's gonna do it for Villa Berry Park, or Villa Berry Farm. I think I haven't. The other park I'm working on right now has an ocean literally around it. It's like an island, so it's gonna have some sort of ocean. It's gonna have island in the name probably. Fantasy Island. But like always, like last time, we gotta look at it at night. Just saying. But the roller coasters that are here are kind of random. This one is just in a random field, so this one doesn't have the best location. Like at least the other park, all the coasters had decent locations. Like the wooden coaster there had a better location than this. But the best locations for coasters, this one obviously has the best location out of these coasters. Amazing terrain right there. And then you have this one, which is right next to the beach and stuff. This one isn't in the best location, but it does go through some woods. There's like woods in the middle of the park. But it is cool how it's literally huge when you're going up to it. Like this turn right here, massive. And then, yeah. So that's going to do it for Villa Berry Farm. I should say park, but I think the next park has the word park in it, but it's going to do it for that one. And see you in the next. At the third and final park for here, I might continue to work on the fourth one so y'all can see that one. But it's going to do it for this one. Bye.